Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to Parallel Universe, the best hotfix show of all time. I don't know what to tell you guys. Today we have a super stacked show of amazingly cute 3D platformers. So up first we have Dark Souls 88 with Kirby and the Forgotten Land, and then after we have Con Man with the fan game Paper Mario 3D Land. It's gonna be super cool. But before we start, I just want to mention that if you miss out on any of the hotfix runs or any of the shows that you want to see, it's going to be on youtube.com/gamesdonequick. So if you miss any, don't worry about it. Within a couple of days, they're going to all be uploaded. You should definitely subscribe. Maybe a couple show videos. I don't know. But if you're watching on YouTube, if you already know that information, if you're watching on YouTube, feel free to come to twitch.tv/gamesdonequick to watch us live, because the chat's super comfy, everyone's super cool, the games are super cool, and we're live every single day. But with that, Dark Souls 88, take it away with Kirby Forgotten Land.
Yeah, so, hello. Welcome to a world where Kirby's Dream Land came out and did nothing else. No, there's no other abilities. Sort of. It made sense. Maybe.
Trust me,
Anyways.
makes sense.
Anyways, yeah, I am Dark Souls 188, or you can call me Soul. As if you'd like to go ahead and introduce yourself while I get things started, feel free to go ahead.
Hi, I'm Glenn Jackson. I run this game as well. Kirby's Dream Land is the only game that exists.
Yeah, so as soon as I hit this button, time will start. So 3, 2, 1, go. Now, short preamble for anyone who doesn't know what this game is. So Forgotten Land, first 3D platformer, first mainline 3D platformer. Let me correct that. Also, you're going to see that I turn off auto swallow, and that is important, so we don't accidentally say automatically swallow an enemy that does give us an ability. This is the moment where I bring up that I lied, and there are abilities in the game, but we won't be using any of them.
I can't believe you lied to me.
You would lie on GDQ Hotfix?
It's more likely than you think.
Starting out here, we just have some simple movement. It's just going to be slide hopping, since this is pretty much the fastest movement without any abilities.
Yeah, if you've seen an 80% run of this game, this starts basically the same way. There's a sword enemy that James will give us a tutorial about inhaling it. We're not going to do that because, again, we don't need it. In fact, honestly, Kirby is actually quite powerful without them in this game, especially in this game for some reason.
We'll see that's coming up, but ability starters is actually really good against bosses.
And that's it. And that's not the only thing we'll be using. We have Kirby. Kirby's good.
Is this not an ability?
No, this is because Kirby's just kind of layering himself on top of the car, kind of. Just very awkwardly, just stretched himself, and now he's controlling the car.
I don't know. This looks like an ability to me.
We have Wheel at home.
Hey, he does have a hat. It doesn't count.
Yeah. Also, there's no hat. If we had an ability, he would still have the hat.
Oh, that's actually so fair.
He would have the hat. That is a thing. Unfortunately, it's not. And we're done with the car. We're going to just spit that out. Just leave it there. It's good. It's fine. Don't need it. Then made our way into the town, and things have happened in the town. We're just going to step ahead. We don't really care about what's happened in the town. We just know, here's our little friend in the cage. We're going to dig him out. And very quickly deal with these, because we don't need, they're a problem. They're in our way. And now we have, totally the non-final boss of the game.
Definitely not, guys, right? Definitely not.
Nah, won't happen.
I'll believe you this time.
He's so small and cute. What issue would we have with him? Also, much as it'd be neat to do two-player, that's not an option. And also, technically, that would be an ability, even if it was. I guess. Oh, no, he doesn't copy anything. He just wields a spear. So I don't know. Maybe it works.
I don't know. Bandana Waldies wears a hat, which goes against what we talked about.
Yeah, that bandana. You can't trust that bandana, man. I'm sorry.
I love Bandana
That's
though.
invalid.
I do too. I wanted to have its own mode, and then they didn't give him one.
Yeah, if there was like a meta nightmare for Bandana D, oh, it'd be over. I'd be the world record holder. That's all I'm saying.
Like straight up, like Mad War got an extra mode before Bandana D did. And no, Star Allies doesn't count, even though only because everybody has their own side mode. Otherwise, we're just a lot of them still, again, very similar to what you do in 80%. Because the 80% you did the next stage is actually when we did our big movement ability fire. Obviously, we don't need fire, so we won't be in it.
Yeah, for pretty much a good chunk of this run, that we're gonna
be doing the slide jump a lot, which is it's useful for what it is, though. Also, shout out to the Dame snapping Kirby to the ground. That is actually a mechanic. So the Dev's trying to make things a little bit easier for newer players. If Kirby is close enough to the ground, he will actually snap into the ground. Also, that could have gone a little better. We're gonna spit you out. We don't need you. Dodge into our cage. One, we had to do that anyways, but two, Waddle Dees are important. We need these to unlock the boss doors when we get to the end of the world. So you will see me get several of these throughout the run. Almost all of them do not change between run in this category or standard 80% run. There are a couple that do, and that is because they actually do require abilities, so we have to do a slight workaround for those. They will come up much later. They don't come up anytime soon.
Come up here, we actually have a board trick. Basic silent.
I'm going to do like an easier version of it because I am no good at doing that frame perfect jump.
Yeah, that's fine. This is what is referred to as turtle skip. There's basically 3 versions of this, depending on which way you tackle it. The way that Dark Soul did it was the normal turtle skip, which basically just take a little bit of damage from there and just jump across the pit right there.
It's also the slowest version of it. The other two, one of them you go onto like, you see this little part of a building that's just sitting there. You can actually get on top of it and then jump onto the top of the Tortildon. That is its official name. And failing those, you can also jump into it, do a frame perfect jump, and jump again to get to the top that way.
There's also a really weird glitch that happened with that Tortildon where if you actually hit it at a really weird angle, you could soft lock the game.
Yeah, thankfully, chances of doing that are very low, but it's pretty humorous when it does occur. Also, I did mention about, hey, you normally would get fire here. There's the hothead we get fire from, and there was the hothead we would get fire from. This is no abilities. Did you think I was going to grab it?
We would typically grab that at 80%, but we're not grabbing it here.
This run looks like it would go crazy for people who loved Blow Up Blast just a little bit too much.
Oddly enough, kind of. Although Blow Up Blast doesn't have slides.
Yeah, but sliding and jumping is fun and cool.
It actually is. In most of the modern games, your fastest basic movement is sliding, but you don't even jump. You just endlessly slide. And it's fine, but other movement options are so much more fun to actually do. Slide jump is actually kind of neat to do. Plus, if you there are situations where you don't want it, you instead do Kirby's little dodge animation, and that can be very useful as well. Also, if you're new to this game, if you dodge an attack at the right time, you'll actually kind of enter bullet time, and you can do you don't do anything special with it for most abilities, unless it's like Ranger. Rangers, you need to just like an actual like 3-shot attack during it. But it does let you do things a lot more easily since you have that slowdown going on. You'll see it come up a few times. Sometimes I use it to dodge certain attacks to make things a little bit easier. Other times it's just going to be so I can keep sliding or keep moving, because you see these enemies here? If I try to slide right now, I will home in on them and will hit them instead. And I don't want that.
Yeah, the homing slide is pretty much the make it or break it part of this run, because there are times where the homing slide can just absolutely mess you up.
And to make it worse, if you're wondering, like, what's the difference between Sprint Breeze and Wild Mode, there's a few. A couple of these are that Kirby's health is different. Kirby gets a little more than half health in Wild Mode compared to Sprint Breeze. And you have a slightly less smaller radius for your home and slide. Like I think in Sprint Breeze it's like a 60-degree angle, and then it's like 40 in Wild. The other reason we don't run in Wild Mode is you get coins at the end of the stage, and that costs 2 seconds per stage.
Yeah, so it's pretty much just faster to just run on Spring Breeze, even if it's inconvenient with the homing slides.
Yeah, the only exception is 100%, where you want so many points that it's actually worth getting those extra points. In fact, you need so many extra points that you end up even fishing, which is very convenient for the image that was put up on Twitter.
Dude, the image was so funny.
The image was perfect.
I love the fishing in this game. I think every good 3D platformer should have just like a fishing minigame.
I can't even. I'm about to sit here like, you know what? I can't even argue that, because even like Sonic Frontiers, like a game I haven't played yet, even it managed to have a fishing mini game, and it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. You get it.
At least from what I've seen of it.
It's so silly.
Yeah, the memories of that, I think that game story is actually like very dark. So it's like, yeah, no, you can go fishing for reasons.
Yeah, it's kind of an odd tonal shift with the rest of the game, to be honest.
But by the way, don't mind me. I'm just gonna slide through and hopefully not have to worry about these boulders. I'm gonna jump over this Bernard. That is actually the name of that enemy. They're a dog with a gun. I'm gonna grab that just to put that on the board. At the end of the stage, if you have any uncovered missions, it will reveal one of them to you, and it's not a big deal, but it does take like an extra second to show up. So if you're able to make it show up ahead of time, you don't have to worry about it later. Also, here's our good friend Wheel at Home again. And this time, let's hope we don't drive off the edge.
I believe.
And you can do it. If we drive off the ledge, we actually lose a.
We actually lose a bunch. Yeah, we lose a D. We have to actually get this one right there in the building. And that's like a good 15 seconds.
Yeah, so just don't lose time, and then you won't lose time.
Yeah, just don't drive off the edge. It's easy.
Simple.
But yeah, if we didn't grab that snack, that mission would have been revealed at the end. So just grabbing like any one of the little food items kind of just makes it show up, and then we're fine. And now it's time for a very quick trip to the mall. I hope everyone's excited. Also, if you're wondering about those portals, as the game mentions, those are called treasure roads. They are like little mini challenge stages. They're really fun, but they are not important to the run.
If we're going to the mall, can we stop by Auntie Anne's?
Unfortunately, I think they closed down years ago here. Which is unfortunate. I would love a soft pretzel right now.
I would love a pretzel with just like a little bit of salt and like the cheese sauce they have.
I know. Unfortunately, that does not seem to be a thing they have here. There are donuts. Won't be grabbing any of them, but there's. If only. We're gonna grab this candy, and we're gonna try to get over to the boss. We should be able to get there just fine. So the invincibility candy will heavily speed us up. This is why you see Kirby's going a good chunk faster than normal. I'm gonna dodge through that. to the point we slide into it, and you will still bounce backwards for sliding. So we don't want it. But if we dodge into them, we don't through them. So I'm gonna slide. I'm gonna do this. Take down that Woofy. Slide through the conveyor belt. Get to over here. I'm gonna inhale, and there we go. Perfect. And that is why we, one of the reasons we're here to Tandy outside of the mission is we can kill that mini boss immediately. Trying to be a little careful because it's very easy to slide into the enemies there if I'm not careful. Same for over here. I'm just going to jump across because it's actually slightly slower if I slide. Even without the homing being factored.
You might have noticed that we're also taking the fastest door because it's just slower to go through them all correctly.
Yeah, much as it'd be nice to navigate it without getting lost, we have enough Waddle Dees, so we don't really need any extras. I'm just going to carefully navigate through those, get to this storage unit, and we're going to bring down this wall. Yeah, it's the whole thing. Bolts and all. Don't know how Kirby's okay after that. I don't think I would be if that fell on top, but whatever. It's fine.
Yeah, Kirby's done worse.
Kirby is very malleable. He doesn't really worry. See, I told you there were donuts here.
I'm a huge donut fan.
I mean, I didn't. They would have been slower to get, but they're there.
I know this isn't a points show, but after watching Grudge Match, listen, I really want to give points. What's your favorite donut? And if it's the right answer, I'll give you 10 points.
Honestly, just a simple glazed donut.
That's like 50 points. I don't know what to tell you. That was the most right answer.
Okay.
But you mentioned Krispy Kreme. I grew up near a Krispy Kreme.
Kara was trying to think of a weird answer, and then Soul immediately ended my career.
I mean, what's yours?
Honestly, probably the same as well. Or like a glaze or like a sprinkles.
Okay, yeah. My favorite is maple, and if you said maple, I would have given you like 150 points. I'm crashing the GDQ points economy right now.
Well, I don't think I've ever tried a maple. Oh, also,
I'm a maple fiend.
Also, we got a little bit of a cutscene, but in the meantime, I'm gonna grab this cup and we're gonna totally just mean girls this boss at the start of the fight. This is Mondo, or as we like to call him sometimes, DK. You'll see why in a bit. I'm gonna throw this cup at him. And okay, good-ish start.
Actually, decent. Someone decent RNG.
Could have been a little better, but we're gonna just run there real quick. Just get that for the head of it. And this is why we call him DK. He has up B.
This should be it.
Yeah, thankfully we were able to get a couple of triples. So the way Star Bullets work in this game, there are 4 levels, and it goes up by 1 for every valid object. There are certain objects you can inhale that don't increase the level, let's say like random rocks or cups or stuff like that. The damage goes something like 80, 120, 190, 300. So a lot of the time, unless the stars disappear quickly, we actually want to use singles to do more damage. Unless we can hit 4. If we hit 4, we just use 4 because 4 does almost the same.
Thank you for explaining that. I was trying to do the math in my head to see like
where
it would be good, but like I couldn't do it.
Yeah, so Star Bullets are incredibly powerful in this game compared to some of the others. Some of it's probably because of the fact that abilities can evolve and they gain more power when you do that. Plus, you can later upgrade them in post-game to make them even more powerful. So they probably did it to keep standard Kirby on par. But in doing so, it means standard Kirby is disproportionately a little bit stronger than even like regular abilities a lot of the time.
They were saying he's bigger, faster, and stronger too.
Better and stronger, yes.
He's the first member of the Kirby crew.
Oh, I was not thinking about that, but that works.
I'm so sorry. That was awful.
No, don't worry. I'm sure I can figure out a good contribution to it later.
Don't judge me. I don't know the whole DK rap.
I don't either.
Okay, cool.
Same here, don't worry.
That's like the main part that I actually know, and then the meme with Chunky, and that's kind of it.
Oh yeah, the Trunky meme is awesome.
Now, unfortunately, we do have to temporarily do a thing with an ability, and that's because the game forces us to do this as a tutorial.
Yeah, everyone avert your eyes for a bit.
Yeah, in a normal run, we'd actually do Volcano Fire because it's just so much better in every way, and it honestly becomes like the main ability of the run. For this, we're just wrapping Chakram Cutter to just do the tutorial. We're going to drop it because, again, we're not using it, and we're dead.
You can open your eyes, everyone. I closed my eyes for the last 15 seconds, and I didn't see anything.
So, yeah, so that is the first and only time we will ever be going into the weapon shop. Or you know, the Waddle Dee haberdashery. and we did a show of our other unique movement for no abilities, and that is just infinitely dodging into water, because Kirby actually moves quite a bit into water when you do a dodge animation, and you can just keep chaining them, unlike, say, the slides. Not that you can't chain it, but in the water you can't slide. So that becomes our fastest movement. It's just doing this endlessly. This is also like the only world that really has water, so we're not gonna work. It's not a. It shows up here and not much anywhere else. Also, I messed that up. That's okay. We'll just try that again.
We're skipping a bonkers fight if we actually did this.
Okay, that is weird. If I don't need a third time, we'll just fight them anyways, like hack it. But I know I can do this.
I believe this is the one. I'm a liar.
Yeah, apparently we both are. All right, fine. We'll actually show this off. This doesn't usually happen. Honestly, if anything, should take them out pretty quick. So, 1, 2, third attack.
Bonkers drops a lot of stars, though.
Yeah, thankfully, Bonkers isn't that slow, but it's still less than ideal because we wouldn't want that. What normally happens is we kind of fly over like a wall and go out of bounds, and then we just kind of go across the water. That's how it's supposed to go. Unfortunately, trying to do that without audio cue is a little tricky.
Yeah, it's a little bit finicky at times.
Yeah, plus it can also be it can also be slightly finicky. There's a couple of ways to do it. That's the easier one. You can also do it at like the start of the room. There's a lot of people who will do that one instead. There's not too much of a time difference as to which one you do. They're both good.
I just love like games where there's just like so many versions of like the same skip, and it's just like up to the runner, because like all the time saves are like so close to each other, it like doesn't even matter.
Yeah, those are kind of like the main two. That and Turtle Step are very much like that. The rest, not really. There's really only like one way you do them. If there are, not that there aren't variations, it's just that the variations have a little more of a difference.
Call me simple-minded, but I just love player expression.
Yeah, honestly, this game also has quite a bit with the Waddle Dees. Like there's several different Waddle Dee routes you can do that ultimately don't really affect the time much. And if you mess something up, you can usually get it back up very easily. Like there's a stage a couple after this one. There's a Waddle Dee that you get from a fight on the bridge where you aren't supposed to fall in the water. If you do, there's a Waddle Dee at the end of the stage that's not hard to get, and that's usually the backup you get. Other interesting Waddle Dees that includes ones that I can't do in this run. There's one where you get sleep, and that's how you get the Waddle Dee.
Sleep is so overpowered. I'm surprised they keep it in like most games.
Shout out to the Battle Royale for making Sleep probably the strongest it's ever been.
I feel like the bar for that is so low,
unironically.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bar was kind of low for that.
It is. Sleep does like nothing unless it's Deep Sleep, which turns out Deep Sleep can actually hit things below Kirby. Don't ask me how I know this.
In my mind, Sleep is like, it like hurts me physically because of that room in Kirby Superstar in like the castle in Great Cave Offensive. Yeah, where it's just like the wind, and you have to like make sure you don't hit any of the sleep, and then you hit it, and you get sent all the way back to the beginning of the room. And it's like a 15-second time loss, and then like I hit it for the first time, and I'm so like distraught that I hit like the one sleep, and I hit like 3 more, and then I reset. So.
Yes, the how special of just here's a room, and what's the big obstacle? Sleep copy essence.
Yeah.
Lots of sleep copy essence. This game actually kinda has one of those, and it's actually the room that gives you the deep sleep blueprint. And that's probably like the advantage Deep Sleep actually gives you. You choose when to go to sleep, not the game. And that's kind of it. It still doesn't do anything really otherwise. Now for this stage, we're doing a little bit of a difference here. Normally, one of the things you could do is get ice. And then freeze Florina, that's also a Waddle Dee you can get. It's one that's since been routed out because now you just use drill. But I figure it's worth mentioning here. Okay, she actually gave me the attack I wanted. The Sush will give me the other attack I want in a second here.
Florina could be a kind of a pain because
she actually gave me the good pattern.
Oh wow, that's really good luck. Yeah, Florina could sometimes just not give you a good pattern and just waste a lot of time.
Yeah, she is very RNG. That is actually the perfect pattern. Is she does her big tornado attack, you get 2 stars, and then you get a quad star, and then kill her. Sometimes she does everything but that, and then sometimes even when you do get it, you don't do the angle right, you don't get the quad stars. So you just sit there and suffer. While she spins in place.
And if we go into main phase 2 of that fight, then it's an even bigger pain because Florina does this spinning attack, which just drags you in.
Yeah, and it's actually faster to take the hit. Just so she ends it sooner. Anyways, we're just going to be flying around with this arch map. If you got anything you want to promote, Limey, definitely go for it.
You said promotions? I can promote things? I can promote things like GDQ being live from TwitchCon, October 20th to the 22nd. It's going to take place right here where you are right now, right on twitch.tv/GamesDoneQuick. And if you want to find out more, you can use exclamation GDQX in the chat. If you were here for a little bit, you would have seen Grudge Match. There's gonna be a live Grudge Match from GDQX. It's gonna be super cool. Definitely watch it. Find out more information. It's gonna be super cool. Definitely watch that next month. Oh, next month already. Wow, I didn't realize. It's coming up soon.
Yeah, we're like right at the end of the month already, so we're like just about there in October.
How is it October already?
I don't know.
Time doesn't exist, I think.
Time is a concept.
Linear
time
time
crash.
is a concept invented by the government to sell more clocks.
Yeah. Time is weird. Like the time that we need to save right now. Speaking of time save. I don't know how to segue this.
Yeah, and also something time crash. Yeah, moments like this always made me wish I did run a timer, because that would have absolutely been a gold. I have not had Florina actually give me that pattern and it play out pretty much as well as it ever will.
I'll just put on a timer right now and just make it gold.
That works too. Now, if you're wondering, oh, these waters will not be fast flowing. No, this is the fast flowing water for a reason, and this means we actually get to. This is probably the fastest we will get to move. Just wrap this on the way through. Wave and make a little happy E sound.
This room here is very interesting because we actually have a very interesting wall D that we have to do here. Soul has to not touch this water in this arena right here, or else she'll lose a wall D and have to grab another one.
Turns on the game though, this is typically how I actually do this arena every time, even on a standard run.
Even
This
with
arena could be
abilities
sometimes a pain.
in this game
And
without
there we go,
abilities.
that's it. Do what?
I said you do it the same way in this game without abilities.
Yeah,
There's no other way you can do it, surely, right?
There's another way.
is, but they're not important.
Okay. You scared me for a second. I thought there might have been copy abilities in this game.
No, they don't
there
exist.
No, they don't exist. Like if I heal this jolly fellow over here, I will absolutely not get an ability.
Yeah, why would
Or
they
this
include
one, I will
abilities?
absolutely not. But we are going to spin around in the water a bit. Hit the switch, go back around. Oddly enough, it's actually faster to go with the flow here. Just trying to make our way that way. I'm gonna grab this.
We grabbed that 10 fish so we could save on a bit of
We
time.
say,
at the
yeah,
end
we
stage.
save like a second. It's the same reasoning behind one of the others earlier on. And unless I have made some sort of critical mistake that I have not noticed, this should be enough to open the door.
I believe.
Yeah, you should have enough.
It will be very unfortunate if I don't, because that'll cost us like a couple minutes.
I love the animation of the Waddle Dees opening like the doors
I-
because it looks like
it's
Pikmin,
It's
It really
it's
does.
great.
and they look so accomplished.
Either very accomplished or very determined. It kind of depends on the Waddle Dee in question. But thanks to their help, we now get to make our way towards our second boss, Wispy Woods, a Lowland form.
What typing would Wispy be in a lowland form?
Fire grass, probably.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Firegrass is crazy typing.
That's not how I wanted that to play out, but that is okay. Ideally, we actually did 2 token nests to fall side by side, so we can basically get the equivalent of a quad star when that happens. That is not what Topic Woods here is. Basically, he's wispy, but if wispy were a palm tree.
Yeah, there's not much to say about this fight. This is pretty much just a typical
Yeah, in
wispy
fact,
fight.
one of the missions for this particular fight is actually to do it without abilities.
And Wispy drops a decent chunk of stars in this phase, so...
Yeah, in fact, this fight's just a... Okay, we're at 1 more. Conveniently, he puts it defense, so we can do another.
I was about to say, you're so rich on stars, and then he just gave you more.
Yeah, second phase just drops a lot of stars, actually.
I'll say it. Hot take. Steel Fairy.
I can see it.
That would also be kind of crazy typing.
Maybe.
Maybe it's the Steel Gate and then how Tropic Woods kind of looks in this game.
Yeah.
I can see Steel Fairy.
It's mostly selfish, because I think it'd be such a cool type.
I feel like that would maybe be the Wispy iteration that's in Rainbow Curse.
That's like the one Kirby game I haven't played.
Yeah, there's a version of Wispy where he turns steel, and you can't damage him aside from special attacks. But you have to get 100 stars and actually charge into him to even do anything to him.
Okay, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that game decided to ask the question, how do we make Wispy Woods stronger? And the answer was, what if he wasn't wood?
But Wispy Steel doesn't blow off the tongue as well.
No, it doesn't.
I'm trying to think of a wind word that starts with S.
Wall.
But it has to sound silly and goofy, like wispy. Wispy sounds silly.
I got nothing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know
I
if
can't think
a
of
word
one.
like that exists.
This is the part where we just whip out the thesaurus just to find a word.
Stormy
I mean,
Steel! Yes! Okay. There we go.
Okay,
there we go.
There we go.
That's really
Perfect.
good.
Ooh.
Perfect.
I was about to go to thesaurus.com. I did not spell that one.
I don't know why I wasn't thinking story, but whoever said that, thank you.
There we go. I'm happy someone in chat got what I was cooking.
They did, in fact, let us touch. Also, this room is not as great as it looks. This is a surprisingly difficult room. Getting to that platform I just talked to is a fairly strict cycle.
Yeah, you actually made it through.
If I don't get it, I have to just wait for it to do a full rotation, and it's just like a good 5 seconds that I have to just sit there and think about what I've done.
Yeah, that room could be very evil if you're not like prepared.
Yeah, I've seen that room before, and I've like seen like the cycle, but like still, I was like watching you do that, and I was like, you're really setting it. Are you even gonna like make this? And it was like so close.
By the way, shoutouts to weird collision shenanigans that lets Kirby just very slightly get a little bit more height so I can actually make it up there. Doing it that way is faster than the alternate, which is get on like a lamppost, fly across, and then jump across a bunch more light posts.
How do you guys feel about this definitely not ability? Because I hate looking at it because Kirby just looks so like slurpy, you know?
Honestly, I think it's a fun challenge to try and go through the games without it. Unfortunately, most of the games don't really let you. Most of them usually require at least one ability use at some point.
Yeah, I can't really think of like a Kirby game that doesn't require an ability.
Yeah, like even the other games that actually have a no ability category, those being Kirby's Adventure and its remake Nightmare in Dreamland, both of those do require technically 2, but they're both forced on you. There's no way around them. One of them is Sword because of Meta Knight. The fight will not progress if you don't take the sword, and he doesn't give you any stars to actually fight him with. So you have no choice in the matter. The other is the Star Rod, but functionally it's the same thing as just firing sword bullets. This game actually lets you never use an ability to win. In Kirby 64 is the other one that lets you go. That one is Sweet Spot. Sweet Spot also lets you go through it fully without abilities.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Sweet Spot.
I forgot about Sweet Spot also.
But Sweet Spot bosses are painful without abilities to the point that you really want to be carrying candy into those fights. It's also the only game where you can do that.
Can't relate to bringing candy into fights. Sweet Squad.
I have 2 words for you. Metal percent.
Ow. That's painful.
No. Stop using your words.
Who would do an insane category like that?
Are you telling me someone's done Metal Percent?
Yep.
Are you telling me you've done Metal Percent?
Yeah, we both
Both
have.
of us here.
Oh.
It's as painful as you think it is.
Like
Richard, get them out of here. Get them out of here.
Yeah, so Sweet Squad normally is like a 45-minute run, and Metal Percent is what happens when you decide I want to squeeze that into 2.5 to 3 hours.
It's a little faster than I thought. I thought it was only 3.5 hours, so a little better than I thought.
No, the hard part is the fact you have to carry like 5 candies into the final boss.
Oh.
And you need every last one of them.
That's not even mentioning how you need to mix candy at the beginning of the game.
No, doing that's painful, and you don't really get like a consistent source until like halfway through.
So anyways, yeah, Kirby in the Forgotten Land, huh?
Honestly, for what it's worth, like if you do like a one ability only run, Forgotten Land is actually probably one of the better games. Most of the abilities are actually quite viable. The main difference is that mostly movement is a bit faster.
I think with the exception of Fire and Tornado, you're pretty much doing side jumping.
Yeah, those are the only ones. Ice did a weird mechanic there where you actually spam the guard button when you do water movement.
Oh, right.
Just Ice's dodge is very different. Ice does dodge after you let go of guard, so you just do the water guard by just pressing the guard button. Although, wait a minute, what am I saying? Clearly I'm misremembering. This thing doesn't have abilities.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, I was like really confused.
That was a lie.
Bit, but I can't believe you guys would be lying again on GDQ Hotfix.
Yeah, I can't believe we would do
this. You guys
this.
would never lie, right? Never ever.
No, never.
And maybe a little as a treat.
I'll allow it. If it's funny, I'll allow it.
Trust me, I wouldn't have it any other way. In all honesty, if I was to do something like that, I would. There would be advance notice of like behind the curtain.
Yeah, you'd beat yourself in OBS, guys. I'm about to make the funniest joke. Just go along with it. I'm about to let my gore off. It can be crazy.
Note to self: figure out a run where I can actually do that. Figure out a run where I can do that for like a future hotfix or something. That would actually be funny if I could figure out a way to make it like entertaining. In the meantime, I'm just trying to weave my way through this House of Horrors and the weird things that are trying to pop out in front of me. I'm gonna take this light bulb, light up this thing, drop it because the light bulb is slow, and we're just gonna navigate this very dark room and not care. Just when you played through this game, probably in a number amounted to like the near triple digits, you kind of just memorize things like this room's layout.
Guys, okay. I don't know if you guys are looking at the chat at all.
I saw. I've been reading it.
Unfortunately not.
Okay.
I've been reading it.
I'll give you a TLDR of what happened. After I was in pain about figuring out Metal Percent existed in Kirby Squeak Squad, Richard in the chat asked if it would ever be on Parallel Universe, and I said, as a joke, in a month if we get 5 subs. And then I immediately followed up by, don't take this as me being serious. Please, I'm begging. I'm joking. This is a joke. Please. And then someone just gave 5 subs. So
hear me out. Hear me out. Metal Percent race.
If you guys are okay with doing it, listen, in a month, all you.
I mean, Avastin as I am.
As long as it's not painful or hurts anybody, there's no limit to how I'm a meme.
They're not joking about that, by the way. That is actually the response they said after finishing the run.
Hey, exact words.
You know what? Consider it scheduled.
It will be as painful and as comical as it sounds.
Tears are flowing out of my eyes because I found out about the worst category I've ever heard of in speedrunning. And within 5 minutes.
It's honestly perfect because it's not official, it's not a category extension, no, but it is actually very much community made.
Yeah. So it works out, but...
Metal Percent is an art.
Listen, all I'm saying is I want all 1,000 of you watching right now to tune back in whenever the Metal Percent race is going to be happening. That's the least you guys can do.
I'm ready when you are, Soul.
Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. I'm down. I'm down. I've done like right loads. I've done loads of weird. Like I've done a bunch of single ability runs. Like this game, I've actually done it with most of the abilities. With Nightmare and Dreamland, I've actually done it with every ability that you can actually do it with.
Even ball.
Even ball, which
actually, wait, did you do it with light?
Which also is as painful as it sounds.
I forgot. Did you do it with light as well?
I did. That one sucked.
I was about to say that seems painful as well.
That one sucked. It was just a no ability run with extra steps, honestly. If you're wondering what light does, is it lights up dark rooms.
And there's like 2 in the game.
And that's it. Nothing else. No like actual usage. It just lights up rooms. So it's just a run. It's just no abilities except we carry an ability through the run, like the escort mission. I'm going to... Okay, we're fine. I actually thought I was going to get hit by that. I still probably got hit by that. Let's not. Yeah, welcome to the parade, where the parade here is actually out to hurt you.
It's important that we don't suck the mud here, because we actually get walledy for it.
Yeah, thankfully if we do, there's a very easy backup that's just in this room. But if we don't mess up, we won't need it. In fact, the reason you saw me get one in an earlier stage is so, just, there's a walledy here that normally you would just, go across and get to, but then it's a little bit slow. So in this case, we ignore it. That's bad, but there's another backup I can get.
Yeah. There's a couple backups.
It's less than ideal, but honestly, there's another one. We're actually fine.
If you screenshot that one frame before landing in the mud, I would have said it wouldn't have happened. I would have put money on it.
I wish.
Maybe even 5 subs.
Yeah, so what I'm gonna have to do instead is, thankfully there's one right here. There's a switch I can hit, and that one gives us the final Waddle Dee of the level. That's fine.
Yeah, unfortunately it's a little bit slower, but it's a good backup just in case.
Yeah, so sometimes things happen. This is why, thankfully, there's a bunch of extras you can get if it comes down to it. But we got that. We did an energy drink for our troubles, and we're good now.
No, the animation of it being revealed.
The funny part is it would, in a way, we actually save a section because it would actually do that twice. It doesn't reveal the mud one until after that happens, or you actually do it.
Oh.
Which I find weird, because there's actually no mud on the last part. I don't know why.
No, it's like just that room.
Well, yay, time save. Woohoo!
Yeah, so we lose like 8 seconds and gain 1.
It's worth it, it's worth it.
But hey, it's now time to enter the circus and fight our next boss. Some pat in a row. Sure, it's fine.
Perfectly fine.
So, like, what happens, like, if you, like, step on, like, any of those, like, orbs that you, like, went past?
What thing?
Around the edge of, like, the like, arena.
Oh, if you're talking about the essences, we did an ability.
You what?
What's that?
Weird thing, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay. You confused me there for a second.
Yeah, I was a little confused, but it's all
yeah,
good
don't
now.
worry about it. So Claraline here, this is actually kind of what she ends up doing. It would be faster to not do the dodge. The dodge lets me line it up a lot easier. And now she throws knives. We're gonna just grab them now. We're gonna make a point to not swallow these. Just fun fact, they do actually give us an ability to just a sword.
I mean, it makes sense.
And we took damage, but that's fine. And also that made us mess up our end. That's okay.
A bit unfortunate. If we'd actually lined that properly, we could like.
I would have gone the second set of knives that were there at the end, and I would have killed her immediately.
Yep. It's actually like a really cool tech if you actually.
It's really neat because basically you just do like 2 quad stars and just immediately chunk the rest of her health. By the way, I know our little friend Elflin here is trying to be helpful, but I wish he'd stop bringing up these blueprints that we don't need.
Are you going to miss them?
Yes, but I swear if he says it one more time, I'm gonna throw him into a cage.
No. Anyway, we have a minute-long cutscene here.
Oh yeah. So this is when the town does its first expansion, but also we got enough Waddle Dees to unlock a bunch of facilities. So we have like a solid minute.
A minute, you said?
Of all of this.
Pretty much.
An unskippable
And
minute?
it's unskippable, so
Where I can plug things?
plug away.
I can plug things like subs, prime subs, gift subs, bits. Like anything you like donate through Twitch on the GDQ Twitch channel supports GDQ operations. So if you love watching the daily content, if you love hanging around, maybe if you feel like it, maybe consider gifting some subs. Maybe consider sharing some bits. Maybe consider saying Bergie in a chat. I know we don't have that here, but still, you can say Bergie. I'll see it in spirit.
Yeah, definitely say Bergie. We here love Bergie.
Shout outs Bergie.
As well as like all the other iterations.
We here love Bergie.
I feel like Bergie is like the new cat bag. from like back in the. I would say back in the day. It doesn't feel that old though.
Also, hi Meta Knight. By Meta Knight, we will not be fighting you at all.
I love Meta Knight.
I do too, and he's a really fun fight in this game. Unfortunately, he is in the Coliseum, which is completely irrelevant to the run. He went over it. That's okay. We're gonna drop that one just for safety, though. If I do things right, we wouldn't need it, but there is one that we could end up missing out on if I'm not careful. And so that will make sure I have enough Waddle Dees no matter what. It's also probably the least out of the way one that I could reasonably grab. No.
Oh.
Don't do that.
That was almost a nosedive to death.
Thankfully in this game, that does not kill you, but you will take damage. You will take damage, and you'll have to like sit there for like a second. I forget, like when Kirby does the dodge, Kirby goes down. It's great when you want to go down, like go down an area, but it's not so much when you're when down is a pit. Also, the architect here is trying to make sure we don't get across as much as I'd like. I'm gonna take this story here. I'm gonna hit that block, grab this. I'm pretty sure we're not gonna make the cycle. We are definitely not gonna make the cycle. I'm just gonna sit here until this side comes up, and then I'm gonna float across.
Yeah, this room has a very annoying cycle to get. You could basically make it to that door before you have to wait there.
Yeah, but it is very strict. If you're not careful, you usually have to wait. And honestly, in this run, you kind of end up having to. But we're about to get to probably one of the neater tricks that doesn't show up in a standard run. So I'm just going to go over here. Don't mind me. I'm going to wait. Got it. Nice. So, that is a byproduct of a trick known as the Hammer Super Jump, or HSJ. Effectively, that is what we call a, or at least what I call a super bounce. The very short explanation is that when Kirby gets tired, his height cap is completely removed, and if something allows you to gain height, you gain a bunch of height.
We're actually going to be seeing that a couple of times throughout this run.
Yes, there's another stage where there's actually 2 of those that'll come up. It's really cool when you get it. The timing it's generally less strict than the hammer variant. But it's also really neat because you did a bunch. Usually the areas we did a bunch of highness dips, certain things. Like in this case, we skip having to get the stairs and carry them across. In a later stage, it actually basically skips 2 entire rooms. But the art restricted ones, one of them you did a few chances at it, and the other one you can get multiple chances, but realistically, a lot of the time you end up with 1 chance. But I have figured out a way to make that a little bit more consistent to retry. Just know that it's not the only super bounce in the game, and honestly, unironically, probably one of my favorite tricks.
Just looks so silly.
It does. It's just Kirby head like bonks on the enemy and it just ascends. It's not as crazy. It's not as silly as the hammer version. The hammer version, like Kirby just goes like if you do it correctly and it's framed perfect for this. But Kirby goes off into space.
Yeah, I've seen my good friend, Mr. Shasta, do it once.
Oh yes, yeah, you've almost definitely seen it from his showcase of the game.
Yeah, shout outs Mr. Shasta. Watch the other week as well, because I don't know if you guys know, GDQ Hotfix has 2 weeks, Week Faith and Week Velocity, and there's different shows except for the first step. every day of like each week. So, like if you were to come back this time, next week would be a completely different show. But Jess is on the other week. I love that guy. He's my friend. Watch more Hotfix.
Yeah, honestly, shout out to awesome runner, awesome friend.
Awesome show.
I definitely want to do.
Very
I definitely
cool.
want to do stuff for his show at some point. I have a couple of ideas. I know there's one he's had, but eventually, TM.
Yeah, I had an idea for like one of the shows he like was talking to me about that he like wanted to theme, and it was basically just gonna be like a new run that I was gonna make for like a game that is cool that we both like. But
Ooh, that'd be neat to see.
yeah, it hasn't come to that yet. But like I know I can do it, so like I haven't started running it yet, and I don't want to leak it because I want it's just this moment.
I'm about to say leave that as a surprise. If and when it happens, though, it's gonna be great. And we're just gonna kind of navigate this room. There's a couple of Waddle Dees that are actually like here, but standard Kirby does not have the means to reach it, so we don't get them.
Yeah, we would have to do
It'd be
normal
cool
way, I
if we
believe.
did. I've tried to do it and it just ain't happening. So we're not gonna take that chance.
We'll be going for some backups instead.
Yes, there's some efforts in 4-4 since we actually have to do that stage more or less properly. Yeah, also, actually, no, I think, I'm trying to remember if we knew about the super jumps before or after that GDQ run.
We knew it before that run.
Okay, so we actually get the show our 4-4 for one, this time.
Yeah, like I think it was just figured out a little bit before that run.
Now remember, we just discovered it, just in time for GDQ run.
Let's go 4-4. I've not even gotten this far in my casual playthrough of this game, but let's go.
Honestly, you should definitely play more of this. This game is unironically probably like this in Nightmare in Dreamland probably trade like top game for me.
Yeah, from what I've played, I love this game. I just haven't played it.
Trust me, I know the feeling. The backlog is real.
The backlog is truly real.
I have like 3
Wait,
games in my backlog. I'm just barely a gamer. I don't like anything.
By the way, this one's a rough one to get, so I'm doing this intentionally, and if I do it right, okay, we actually got it first try. So Kirby, so the way that he wants you to do that is to use an ability that will negate, deal with the wind, like something like needles, which will let you completely negate it. Fire will go through it. Tornado can do it semi-reliably. For anything else, the way you have to do it is actually take damage, like jump into the water, and then for like a very brief moment, Kirby gets to ignore the wind when you respawn. And that lets us get just enough to actually enter that room. Ideally, you can do that within like 1 or 2 damage boosts. It has taken me as many as like 5 before. Just sometimes just for a brief moment, you also don't get to move if you don't time it right. And I've had that happen more times than I care to admit. It's surprisingly one of the harder tricks.
We'll just call it frame perfect, and then it sounds more impressive.
See, I would do that, but I don't think it is.
It's okay. We can lie just a little bit.
Yeah, what's one more? Ow.
See, it's the showrunner mindset.
By the way, shoutouts to like saying, you know what, a little lie is a treat, it's fine, and then immediately taking a hit for it.
Yeah, never lie. Never ever. You're not allowed to lie.
We don't lie here.
No, we just obscure details. Totally different.
Yeah, I don't lie. I just fib. It's different.
We twist the truth.
Exactly.
But now we have 4-4, and it is my pleasure to show you far more of the stage than GDQ has seen before. So first things first, we're gonna amongst our extra Waddle Dees that we're gonna grab for this one, we're gonna grab this tomato. You would think, oh, that's out of the way. It actually really isn't. And honestly, it's kind of worth it. Also, here's these couple of enemies. We're gonna just kind of put them right here. Grab both of them. And here's what 4-4 is actually like. So each of the mini bosses show up here, and you have to fight each one.
This is basically essentially the boss rush.
Yeah, it's basically a mini boss rush. It's actually really neat. And also has really good music. I did not want to grab both of this, but that's okay. It actually has the longest track in the... That's never happened before.
What? That was some amazing homing.
That's a new one.
Say the line, say the line.
I already did. I've actually never seen that. Okay, I'm gonna... Okay, good. She actually did what I needed. Oh, that doesn't actually kill this one. I actually thought it would. That's fine. She's gonna do her little spin. I'm gonna just walk right into it to make her finish that sooner. And now she'll do this. That's gonna waste some more time, but it's okay. Florina is kind of the worst mini boss in this game, sadly, just because of this.
This is pretty much the Florina experience.
Yeah, she is always this way. The easiest one is the one in the stage in the world following this one, where you get to use Ringed Mouth and just annihilate her.
I love how cheery they made the Poppy Bros in this game. They're just dancing.
Yeah, they're easily like the happiest enemy in the game. Ooh, that kind of worked out actually.
Yeah, usually they're at least a bit happy, but like they're just like dancing, they're bouncing up and down. It's crazy.
They're just chilling.
Okay, I wasn't sure if I actually got him or not. By the way, we don't need all those coins. I'm just grabbing them because why not? Also, the upper Waddle Dee we get. And yes, I did jump in after it with stuff in my mouth. We don't care. We don't care. We're just gonna take the L and come down. It is very important. So the last Waddle Dee we would get is to do this fight without taking damage, which is incredibly difficult.
All I'm saying is I believe.
Yeah, this is the one where if I mess up, it's just RIP. That's why we grabbed the extra one for safety.
Yeah.
And then I just did this no problem.
Exactly, see? There's no else thinking.
Honestly, I actually have a consistent setup for it. I just don't want to take that risk in like a marathon run. Or rather, marathon adjacent run.
Yeah, events are nerve-wracking, except for when you're the GOAT, I guess.
Yeah, honestly, I had equal chance of actually doing that perfectly and just completely messing it up.
I'm surprised how clean that went, to be honest.
Yeah, honestly, when you get the setups, it's really cool. Like, a lot of the fights are probably fighting without the abilities is probably some of the neatest things, one of the neatest things about this game. And to be fair, most of the time, even with abilities, a lot of time we're juggling it anyways. So if anything, like, frequently we're cutting out the middleman. You know, until the few exceptions where we're not, there are some fights that are easier with them, but most of the time we're using the sword bullets anyway, so they don't really change how we do the fights most of the time.
I'm surprised this run just like flows as smoothly as it does, especially like in the boss fights.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Just because yeah, like usually Kirby games want you to have something they didn't put in this game, obviously, and like you're just plowing through these fights like super quick.
Okay, double's fine. That's a little less fine. Sometimes that actually like homes in perfectly, and this time it didn't. Ooh, not a triple. I'm gonna take both of those just for free hit. Yeah, by the way, the game says about swallowing the hammer, you don't have to swallow it, you just put it in your mouth and the game counts that. Just a weird quirk of the game on that one. I'm gonna fly up here so I don't have to take the extra hit here. And if I do this right, we should be doing like triples or quads. That's good.
He drops a lot of stars in this fight. In this part, I should say.
Yeah, so yeah, once he starts doing the pillar thing, like he immediately just kind of dies. Most of the time, you probably get triples, maybe doubles if you're like too close to him. But you can get quad stars. I've gotten quad stars, and you'll love to see those. He just dies immediately once you get started.
You might have farmed that fight, but you forgot the blueprint.
Yeah, I saw. Elflin warned me, and I said about putting him in the cage. Wait, DDD, what are you doing? Why are you holding down the cage? DDD, that was my job! That was my job. Oh. Now who's gonna warn me about blueprints?
Listen, Twitch has the right there.
Honestly, that joke might be a little tired. A lot of us make that same joke with Elflin, like, every time. But for what it's worth, Elflin actually is legitimately very helpful. The fact he does warn you about the blueprints is good. In fact, I kind of wish he did, like, a little more with it. Like, maybe, like, a message in the corner saying, like, hey, the blueprint's in this room or something, like, after you've gone through it. Which is somebody does in post-game.
Yeah, with the Scorpio Dreams.
Yeah, which was actually neat. I did that slightly off kilter, but that's fine. Just trying to use, I forgot it doesn't actually quite reach. By the way, trying to slide away from those. There's enemies that are called snackers. I also call them melee Marv.
Yeah, because their grab range is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm convinced you could actually run 2 copies of Forgotten Land on 2 separate switches on 2 separate TVs, and the snacker will still grab you.
In the other game.
Yeah, from the other game. But like Kirby will just get sucked out of this game, put into the other one, and in the snacker's mouth.
It reminds me of that image of, or that video.
That is the reference.
Marth's grab range with Yoshi's grab. It's so good.
Oh yeah, that one where like Yoshi to be like right up against him, not grab him. Marth is like 3 inches away, still grabs.
I love Yoshi's grab in Melee. Z-axis is so cool.
I shouldn't tell you the last time I played Melee, so...
Listen, all I'm saying is I'm a Melee fiend. It's so unfortunate. Why can't I like cool games, like Kirby and the Forgotten Land?
I mean, Melee can be cool. I wish Kirby was better in it, but it can be cool.
Who needs wave dashing when I could save Waddle Dees?
Okay, that's a fair argument.
Exactly.
You get it.
Yeah. Also, we've entered the set of the world where the stage names become very different. Where we have like Downtown Grassland or Welcome to Wendaria, we have the Waits for Life Began. Just a very sudden, like, oh well, that sounds kind of dark.
Definitely a tonal shift.
Yeah, it's very much. It very much reminds me of like one of the common Kirby memes of like the first stage is something like a grassland. It's just, oh, look at this tree, it's real grumpy, and then it's like the final stage is like this really poignant, meaningful name, and then the final boss is something nightmarish because, well, it's Kirby. What do you expect?
Yeah, like exactly. It's just like, look at this cute little dog with a little gun. It's so cute, and by the end of the game, it's like time to kill 4 of this eldritch horror. Good luck.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it's like a Lovecraft quote.
Yeah, by the way, that's actually where you would do the sleep waddle-dee. The mission in question is called Take a Nap by the Secret Pool. And it basically just wants you to actually inhale the naughty. It's actually neat. I like that the game has like a mission that's just you sleep in this one spot. Unfortunately, we don't use it because sleep is a copy ability, so we do not. But we have a decent backup for that one that we do instead for this run. And also, these platforms suck. I have had multiple occasions where I have been like, oh, it's on the ledge, I can just jump towards it, and then it starts moving away from me, and I'm just like, no, please come back.
Those platforms can be kind of a troll sometimes.
Yeah, and also we need to be careful because the quote-unquote mud here is actually poison, so we will take constant damage if we are in it. Also, we need to be careful for slides. There's a lot of these, a lot of this cactus enemy, including that one that decided to actually be in my way, which, thanks for that, really cool.
It's because you saved so much time earlier. Has to balance it out.
Yeah, you know, you're right. I don't know what I was thinking. That's alright, though. But yeah, we fly back, hit that switch. It's a little bit quicker than the alternate, plus the alternate means we would need drill. We're not using that. So, you see this bird from here? We're gonna just hit them with the border from there, and that's fine. They're dead.
Yeah, the hitbox for that crow gun is kind of weird.
Yeah, the hitbox is weird, but we get to take advantage of that fact.
I just hate how slurpy that water Kirby is. He's just so, like, bouncy. I kind of hate it.
He's just taking the drink.
Would this be a bad sign to mention they've actually made an actual toy of that?
Wait, they have?
Oh, what?
Yeah, there's an actual toy in Japan of water balloon Kirby, and it is in fact like a thing where you squeeze it to fill it with water and then squeeze the water out.
That's a terrible time to mention that, but thank you for telling me.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna have nightmares now.
I keep track of way too many Kirby things.
I can't even be mad.
No, honestly, I love that they've done like toys and stuff of the mouthful modes. There's been multiple occasions I would love to get my hands on at least like the Kirby one of the Kirby ones. Or if not that, maybe the vending machine mouth.
The vending machine one.
I love the vending machine. It reminds me so much of the fridge from Kirby 64.
Oh, we always stand the fridge.
The Kirby 64 fridge is crazy.
So is Kirby 64 fridge percent, which is actually surprisingly more fun than it sounds.
Believe it or not, I've done that run once.
I've done it once myself, and I was surprised at how well it actually handles, like, fighting.
Plus you heal when you attack too, so
yeah,
that works out.
Yeah, it's actually, like, probably, unironically, like, probably one of the better ability combos. If you're not obsessed about speed or trying to get every shard. I'm sorry, did I just slide into you? Okay, then. Slid into his mouth perfectly.
The Kirby 64 fridge is kind of goated, but double fire.
Did someone say double fire?
Did someone say double fire?
Did somebody say double fire?
I'm a huge double fire fan.
Honestly, double fire is pretty fun too, but...
I mean, it's just so basic, but like, it's so silly.
It is, but I think that's kind of... It is, but that's probably the point. It's very elegant in its simplicity. You mix fire with fire, and so you fire harder.
I like the fire cutter.
Oh, the fire sword's also really fun.
Yeah.
I think one of my personal favorites still remains the ice cutter combo, the ice where Kirby just ice states.
Oh yeah.
Like and does like little twirls and stuff when you jump. It's really cute and really fun to actually use, but it's also very hard to actually use in like anything like of reasonable difficulty. There's also no stopping. Ish. Anyways, we're gonna have a little bit of a build up to it, but I hope people are ready. Hope everyone's ready for probably my favorite track in the game that I unfortunately don't get to hear this time. Not yet though. Right now this is standard music, so don't worry, it's coming. Just trying to hit that poster. I don't know why it's there. I'm not wanted, I swear. I haven't done anything wrong. No, I ain't using any abilities here. So I don't know what they want me for.
They want you to use abilities?
Never.
I don't know why they would make you use like the A word when they didn't even put them in the game, so like I don't know. I think that's just kind of bad design.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, so the Waddle Dee that I mentioned, hey, we actually did a different one. We did this one. It turns out, you know, right behind that Giganto. And we just go up the stairs here, jump up, grab it. The other alternative would be the did one in the previous stage, but that one takes like 30 seconds to actually get. So all right. I'm surprised that didn't end me as wished.
I know I said this before, but goated, honestly.
Sometimes I surprise myself with what I manage. Other times, I surprise myself with how much I can just mess up. No in between, really. And now for the my favorite track of the game.
This is such a good one.
Moonlight Canyon is probably one of my favorite tracks in the whole series. Alongside, I think it's Sky Tower. I think is the other one I'm thinking of, the one in Nutty Noon.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like it's a interesting time to maybe mention the Furby Toho music quiz and how evil that thing is.
Oh, that quiz is so mean.
The what?
So Kirby music has very weird titles sometimes. To the point where there's also turns out Toho also has very weird titles with its music. So somebody made up a quiz, and they have you guess what game, what series it's from based on the title of the song.
It's very mean.
If you try this quiz and you did a bunch of them, find out, oh, it's a Kirby song or oh, it's a Toho song. Don't worry, that's most of us, even those of us who've played the series since they were children.
Okay, that sounds evil and terrible, and I want to do
it. It is absolutely devious.
The stream is gonna go offline. You can catch me on that website.
All I will say is there is definitely a song. There's definitely like one song title that I will never forget is a Kirby song. After that quiz.
Would you like to share?
It is called 9.5 Billion in Anguish.
Oh wait, yeah,
it's actually from Rubberbot. It's I think it's one of the boss tracks. I think it's when you fight Haltman.
Oh
yeah, it's Haltman's fight.
Yeah,
I actually for some reason remember that one.
I recognized the name and I knew it was from Robobot, but I didn't know like what it was. But But I remember like looking up like
I
the
didn't
robot
even
soundtrack.
know. Like I had no idea until I did that quiz. Failed that one. And it's like, oh, it's from Robot. I'm like, wait a minute, what song is that? And then I looked it up. It's like, oh, wait a minute, I know this one. And there's several songs like that. Like even this game has its own examples. Like Two Planets Approach the Roche Limit, which is the second phase, which is the final boss track. Did I mention the Kirby series has a weird dichotomy of being very cutesy and cheerful, and then dark and nightmarish?
It seems to be the concept with every Kirby game.
It is, at least ever since Adventure. Like Dreamland 1, it's probably one of the tamest entries, and it's only because like the final the main dilemma is pretty much, oh, DDD stolen a bunch of food.
Yeah, there's no Eldritch Horrors yet.
Yeah, there's no like, the stakes are big-ish, but they're not like, oh, this thing to end the world or send us into never-ending nightmares.
Yeah, Kirby's just hungry. He's hungry. What is this boss?
So this is Silly Dillo. This is probably the character who's made all the cages and has put the Waddle Dee Venom and stuff. He also looks like something out of Crash Bandicoot more than he does Kirby, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, he does not look like a Kirby enemy.
But yeah, he made like he's the one who's also made the Wanted posters. So he's also made like fake Kirby's and like a fake Elfland. The fake Elfland is more to mess with us. The fake Kirby's are probably to practice. He's also the only boss in the game with a one-hit KO attack.
Why did they make him so evil and look like that?
Probably to scare us. I mean, he looks absolutely silly and goofy. And then, no, he has the insta-kill move. He's the only one with an insta-kill move.
That is the face of evil.
His eyes are just so empty.
And big. A little less than ideal, but we only need one more hit.
Yeah.
So as long as it lands, we're fine.
So those probably one more hard fights and no copy abilities since the way that he jump starts is not really consistent.
First and second phase are fine. Third phase, he pulls out the dance partner. The dance partner can block attacks, and it's very hard to actually land a hit sometimes.
And compared to a lot of other bosses, so it doesn't really drop that many stars.
Yeah, that too. You don't have as many opportunities to attack.
So you missed that blueprint.
I think you should pick up the blueprint.
Yeah, it's for Blizzard Eyes. I don't need it.
What if you had one ability? Just one.
If I had one, it'd probably, you know what, it wouldn't even be Eyes, it'd be Needle.
I thought you were going to say Beam.
Well, that too, but it's not in this game, so it's not an option.
Wait, Beam isn't in this game?
No, we have Beam at home, aka Ranger.
Crying. I'm sobbing.
I know. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Beam is sick.
If there's ever like one I would want to do sometime, it would be Amazing Mirror with just Beam, which you would think, oh, that sounds like a really dumb idea, and you'd be partially right. Most of the fights are fine. Most going through Amazing Mirror for the most part, it's fine. Beam actually does multiple hits. It takes care of the enemies, no problem. Boss fights really aren't that much more difficult with it, aside from maybe Krakow. And then you did to Dark Mind.
Yeah, I was about to say Dark Mind sounds painful with
yeah,
you.
Yeah, Dark Mind 5 specifically. Fifth phase for that fight. you can only attack when the eye is exposed, and you only get one attack per time per hit. You only get to do one hit. Beam works off of doing like 3 hits on bosses normally. So it takes a while to get to where you can actually do more damage. And it makes that fight a lot harder, but it also makes that fight even more satisfying when you actually understand how to do it. But I've kind of joked that you basically turn that fight into like a Dark Souls boss. And it honestly kind of trash, but it's actually really, it unironically might be one of my favorite ways to run that game. Even though it's like completely arbitrary, and I am so far the only person who's done it. Although I know another person who is wanting to do it himself. So I am scared, we'll say.
People want to do beam percent, but no one wants to do metal percent? Wow, who would have thought, huh?
Yeah, I know, crazy concept.
See, the funny part is beam and retard's actually pretty alright. It's still absolute pain to fight bosses with because it's just the way the game handles boss fights, but it's otherwise pretty alright. And even if the upgrade, that kind of makes it come out a little bit faster.
Yeah, I think it's also a little bit stronger too.
By the way, if you thought we were done with like, oh, suddenly the name's not really different, yeah. Enter the fiery forbidden lands. And we're now just like coming up to like a volcano.
That sounds so menacing.
This is essentially just Crisis City from Sonic 06, basically.
Yeah, kind of. Honestly, kind of, except, you know, we don't have a tornado carrying a car.
Shout out to Crisis City from Sonic 06. And if you play as Silver, it's just not a level.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I think I remember seeing that. It's like you just skip most, if not all of it.
Yeah, you just kind of hover in the middle of nowhere, and then
Honestly,
suddenly stage appears under you.
Honestly, it's the same way if I remember the final story for that correctly, where if you go through it as Tails and you just fly over everything. I think I actually found that one myself by complete accident. It was just like, you know what, I'll bet I can do this instead. And, oh, that works.
I think 3D Sonic games with, like, Tails as, like, a playable character, they're all so funny because you never have to play the actual levels, you just fly over everything.
Oh, yeah, like, yeah, Sonic Adventure Tails story is just, you skip everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the way, Frosty ain't got a chance. By the way, that's the other one that we would do that requires an ability, because what the game wants for you for a mission is to just use Crash, which one-shots them.
Yeah, and look,
It's hilarious. It's hilarious. It's actually really funny to do, but we don't have that option, so we just do it normally. Unfortunately for Frosty, sword bullets are cracked, so we just kind of take them out anyways. As I navigate these Gordo bars.
long Gordo bars.
I'm going to stop myself from trying to do a one man joke with that.
I don't have a timer up myself or anything, but I just, like, checked, like, how far we are into the run, and I can't believe we're already, like, an hour and a half.
Yeah, honestly, you'd be surprised at how fast the time ends up going sometimes.
Yeah, because this run is just, like, so fast-paced.
Yeah, like, even though we don't have abilities, and so we're honestly moving quite a bit slower overall, like, compared to, like world record for this, for no abilities is, like, an hour 50. And I think we're at, like, an hour 36 or 35 for any percent.
Yeah, hour 35.
Yeah, hour 35, and we've recently found stuff where an hour 34 might be possible. So we're actually close to maybe one of the last definite minute barriers. But even then, like that is a bit different, and even then, like it's still surprisingly quick. Like it's very fast paced even then.
Yeah, I just think Kirby runs are so like technical for the most part.
Yeah, you looked at this series. It's like, yeah, these are trying to aim towards like newer players, like beginners and stuff. And even early on, like Star Party was definitely, I want to have something for like players who are more advanced. And then speedrunners came along and showed you can do even more.
Yeah, this game compared to like other platformers is like how people compare like Counter-Strike and Valorant. They're like, oh, this game is baby game with pretty colors and it's not dark and it's so bright and it's for babies because it has colors. And Counter-Strike doesn't have colors, but like, you know, like every run to an extent is like pretty difficult, like no matter what. And this is like a prime example of that.
Yeah, I really love how they did the art style for this game. And honestly, it's kind of this kind of extends into the Return to Dreamland remake that released earlier this year, which I really like how they made things pop in that game. And honestly, I would argue, like, if you're trying to run these, they are a lot more difficult than you think they are, but they're also very accessible for what they are.
Yeah, they're literally so accessible. Like, it's been a long time since I've like run Kirby, but sometimes for fun, I just like boot up like Superstar, and I still get like sub 50s pretty easily, like every time.
Superstars are really fun run. I especially love the jet movement in that game.
Yeah, yeah. I love jet. Jet is so fun. Like yeah, take it from me firsthand. Kirby Series is accessible, but it's just hard.
Yeah, like if you have a way to capture like a 3DS, I would absolutely recommend Rubberbot because Rubberbot uses a decent bit of jet in its run.
Yeah, and also run the side modes. I love the side modes.
Oh, the side modes are also really fun.
Oh yeah.
Like honestly, like kind of going back to Nightmare Dreamland a little bit. Like Meta Nightmare is honestly probably one of the harder ones because of just the circumstances of that run.
Yeah.
But if you know what you're doing, it is basically non-stop from start to finish.
Yeah, my personal favorite is DDD Tour because I think DDD is really funny.
I've only ever played through that I think once, and I would love to learn it, but capturing 3DS stuff is very difficult without getting like a relatively expensive setup.
Yeah.
Or at the very least having a good way to use your phone, and I don't.
You're not gonna ham cam it?
I don't want to try to play a Kirby game with one hand.
I love like DS potato cam runs because that's like how like the speedrunning overlords from like 2010. That's how they like imagined it.
Yeah, I just don't have a good way to actually do that, so that's why I was like, I don't know, because I had to like hold the phone with one hand and try to play with the other, and that does not sound like a fun time.
Am I allowed to say a hot take?
Go for it.
My favorite Kirby side mode is using gecko codes, so I can play all of like the original Return to Dreamland with Bindanity.
See, that's what I was hoping they would have done for Return to Deluxe, and that's not what we got.
That's not.
Don't get me wrong. The Mandalore mode is really fun, really cool run. But I would have loved to see Bindanity actually get some different love. Also, you'll notice I've gone back to town, and that is because to go through the last few stages, we were going to give Kirby some enhancements.
Yeah, we're gonna need these buffs to tackle some of these bosses and actually move a bit faster.
Yeah, the movement's important. The speed is important because it just, again, will move around faster. The attack is just as important, if not more so, because having this means all of our star bolts will do 50% more damage. So, like, you know how I mentioned, like, okay, just like one does like 80. That will do 120 now.
Maybe that's girl math.
Also, I'm gonna actually grab like a bunch just to play it very safe here. Just sometimes if I don't do things right during 6-5, I will lose a lot of time on these, and also I could lose a lot of time on DDD for that matter, because sometimes that fight doesn't go as cleanly as I'd like.
Yeah, luckily you have enough coins to buy extra.
Yeah, we easily have enough coins to buy anything and everything we need, pretty much.
And it's the point that we actually keep these boosts.
Yeah, if we did it, there are codes we can enter at the Waddle D liveries, actual name, and that'll also let us easily have enough coins, and also an extra attack boost in one case.
That's actually such a cute name.
It's a great pun, and I was like, you know what? I can't be mad.
Yeah.
But now we need to refight some of the beast pads. So here's our good friend Dorimondo again. I'm gonna just walk off over here. He's gonna spin it. He's gonna spin over. We're just gonna wait.
So as you're saying, these stars are actually doing a lot more damage.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I missed one, but that's okay. And then there's Rory. He's gone.
Eh, he'll be back.
Yeah, he actually has probably one of my favorite images from the game, actually.
Yeah, at the very end.
During the credits. Yeah, also, they have us do these little transitions with, like, the mouthful modes as well. So we have to, like, actually, like, drive through this area as stuff is trying to fall on top of us as lava kind of all, like, along the road. And then it gives us, like, a parking spot, like, if you really want to feel fancy.
If you really want to park.
So I hope y'all, so if y'all miss Silly Diller, here at the den. He is still very difficult to actually hit. Perfect. That actually kind of worked. That actually kind of worked out nicely. Sometimes, if we don't get to land a lot of hits, I'll end up having to have him do his whole dance partner thing again, and that sucks. Get her over Bobble D. Get to do our these little light autosroller of sorts.
I didn't realize there were like missions in this game for like basically just speedrunning the game.
Yeah, all of the bosses actually have like a clear within X amount of time mission, as well as a damageless achievement, and then this one happens to also just have like another like speed kill for Silly Dillo. Honestly, if you do the fights cleanly, you're probably gonna get those almost no matter what. Now let's see if we can actually do Clawley correctly. There we go.
Nice.
That's how second phase is supposed to work.
That's
actually
a crazy fight.
Yeah, like if you do that correctly, that second phase is like kind of immediate.
It's also a good thing that you did that cleanly because you actually need to...
because that's actually another mission is to do a damage list. If we didn't get it, there's a waddle at the end of the stage we get instead.
Yeah, but I think it was just a little bit of time though.
But yeah, if you got any floods, we're gonna be here for a little bit on our roller coaster ride.
Okay, yeah. You guys have probably heard this a bunch just because you guys are on twitch.tv/GDQ. Follow the Twitch affair on YouTube, by the way. But yeah, AGDQ 2024 is going to be live in person, like an actual in-person AGDQ. It's going to be in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania from January 14th to the 21st. You can type !AGDQ in the Twitch chat, and you're going to get a bunch of information about that, as well as you can follow @GamesDoneQuick on Twitter. Zitter? I don't know. And you can see the game list. It's going to be coming out in a couple weeks, I think. So definitely keep an eye out for that.
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm hoping some of the stuff I submitted makes it in, but if it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yeah,
I have one specific thing makes it in that I submitted.
I'm so excited for the game list because I looked through and yeah, a bunch of the missions were really good. But if you're interested in volunteering, like completely remote, applications are open now until October 4th, and you can apply at gamesdonequick.com.
I'm still debating on that. But hey, we're finally at our final proper stage of the game. Like in our search that did our friend Elflin back, we are now entering whatever the heck this is. I don't actually rightly know. I'd say maybe this is part of like the lab we ultimately get to, but this feels less like a lab and more like some sort of construction thing. But also there's like lava everywhere, so I don't know. Also, they rolled out the welcome mat. And where we're going, we don't need hammer, so we're not grabbing it.
For a second, the mission like complete thing didn't show up, and I was wondering what happened.
It takes a second. It's very. It doesn't do it until the final enemy disappears.
Oh, that explains it then.
Same way with like the defeat the lost squishy. Like it doesn't count until the squishy has been actually defeated. But this is also the stage where we have our upper super bounces.
Yeah, it's actually very important that we get these.
So we'll see if we get these. If we don't, this one we can retry. The second one's a little bit harder to retry. That's okay. I'm gonna just go back over here. Fine. That's fine. I'm gonna try it. Yeah, we'll try it one more time. If I don't get it, I'll just do this legit, which will be unfortunate. I'm not getting the movement I need. I'm gonna try this one final time, actually.
Yeah, they're not cooperating right now. Ooh.
You were saying?
Never mind, I take it back. I'm a liar.
All I'm saying is that Solo's a goat.
Shoutouts to the game actually just immediately proven acid rock.
Yeah, as soon as I say it,
I actually thought I wasn't gonna get it either, and I was like, oh, I actually did time it right.
So it's actually important that we get these because you lose, I think, close to a minute if you failed it.
You lose like 45 seconds if you have to do the stage room normally.
Yeah, it's just the commentator's curse, except it finally worked out in a good way.
Yeah, commentator's curse, except we actually got the good ending.
Commentator's blessing? I don't know.
Yeah.
Kind of. But that's also why I grabbed the extra attack boost, because if I didn't, I would be very, like, almost not have the time I would need for the fight. With this, I pretty much do, even if I don't get these like, cleanly. I like that. Yeah, I like that. that one I'm consistent. I did that one mostly first try. If you do miss that one, you can actually make it back up here, but it's a lot trickier. Like the thing I did way back in 3.1, to kind of like get that tiny bit extra height to make me get up there. That's basically what I have to do there. And now for our third and final sequence of just flying through with the arch mouth. I don't know if there's any more plugs at this point. So if there are, go for it.
Yeah, there aren't any super important plugs because I got through all of them. But after this run ends, because we are near the end, we're getting really close to the end.
Yeah, we're getting really close to like the Paper Mario Paper Mario 3D Land.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, the next run is gonna be Paper Mario 3D Land. If you guys haven't seen it, it's this super cool like Paper Mario inspired 3D platformer. So definitely stick around for that if like you like Paper Mario or you like 3D platformers.
I've never heard. Yeah, I've never heard of it before today. Not before today, but before seeing. Oh, this is what we're going to be doing next week. So I'm curious to see what that ends up being like.
First time I'll be seeing it too as well.
Yeah, if you guys in the chat are curious, definitely stick around. It's gonna be a great time.
By the way, you remember Tortilden from like way back at the start of this run? He's back, and now he does this, throws flaming parts of building at us. You know, as you do. Also, this is very important that we don't mess this up, because if we mess this up, we're in trouble.
Yeah, there's a mission for not falling into lava.
Yeah,
here.
there is no backup for this. It is go to another stage.
It's one of the worst missions, and it's right
ride.
at the end. You could pretty much lose the run because you just fell at the last moment.
Thankfully, that's not what happened, so we're good. It'd also be very awkward. We'd have to go back and probably get more attack boost, probably. And at the waddle deeds we have now, the town would actually expand again to unlock fishing.
Unlock what?
Fishing.
Fishing.
Yes.
Oh my God, like
will we get to sea fishing?
Yeah, yes, we have like just a fishing mini game.
I'm a big fan of fishing minigames. Huge fan of fishing minigames. All I'm saying is I'd love to see fishing after the run.
I mean, that could probably be a prank.
Yeah, you have to make the Twitter promo real.
The after party where I try to get Blaine Blipper as quickly as possible. Also, I forgot to grab the screwdriver here. Things that only made sense in this game when it's Kirby is like, yeah, I need a screwdriver real quick because I'm gonna throw it at DDD's face.
Yeah, it's a shame that they didn't put abilities into this game because I feel like that fight would be so much faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what those weird pedestals are. By the way, this is actually intended.
You're just melting this guy. This can't be fair.
Would you believe that's the first time I've actually done it fully cleanly? Because I certainly do not do that cleanly in my other run.
I was gonna say that was actually like really good dodging.
This is unironically like the best I have ever done this fight.
That was a really clean
I've
game.
never
That
had
was
the fight go
clean.
this well. I always miss the timing for the dodges, at least for a few of them. Or like I'll miss attacks because trying to actually line up those attacks when he's running is surprisingly difficult, and it's very easy to just miss. And it's really bad if like when he does like the fire attack, you get the quad star and then you miss because oops, he's running. Now this is a really cool cutscene where it's like you've actually got him back to his senses and he's like actually shows why he is a king. It's really cool. It's a great scene. So is this. Lots of lore, lots of neat things, and we skip all of it.
Why would we look
Yeah,
at
need to see
anything
that.
ever?
If you want to know,
make us
if you want to know
faster.
what actually, if you want to see these for yourself, get this game.
Big vouch. Except I can't really say anything because I don't even own this game. But
Also, I'm gonna grab a few of these Woofies to start the fight, and we're just gonna run up to the throne. We don't actually have to fight all of them. Actually, I'll keep that in my mouth. Wait till he doesn't go to the next phase. Just get more damage on him. He's gonna jump. I'm gonna throw that at him. Okay, that's decently clean. And now for the part where he tries to like bite me. There we go. Actually, pretty good fight. Pretty good fight. Let's get our friend back. By the way, I know there's that big thing in the back. He's not in there now. He's
Now it's free.
now it's time for the horror segment. This is Vector 4 guy.
you are not kidding. What?
This is straight up probably one of the creepiest bosses in the entire series. And he chases you.
You know, without any context, this is actually like really amusing. Oh, we just went from Leonguard to this.
Yeah, like if you see the cutscene, there's a lot more explanation like why this is happening, and it makes a lot of sense. But out of context, it's like, what the hell is this thing?
Unfortunately, this boss fight's kind of a
This boss
auto-scroller.
is actually very slow without abilities.
He drops stars when he does his attacks, and there's enemies here and there. There's not really much we could do to make this faster.
No, other than just try to run and do things as we can. I'm just gonna make him push me out. There we go.
This should be it.
Yep, there we go. By the way, you're gonna notice very quickly, Elflin's not there now. That is because Elflin has been absorbed. It is now part of that.
Did you lie at the beginning of the run?
We
Well,
would never lie.
no, but actually yes.
Dang it!
I only lied sort of. He kind of is the final boss. It's kind of not. He's kind of part of it, and not on purpose. I don't know how many of those I actually got.
I think he grabbed one.
Yeah, it was only one. He only dropped 3 stars. That's weird.
Weird.
That's not the case of that's never happened before, but that was definitely a weird sort of circumstances.
I've never seen him only drop 3. Typically, he's supposed to drop 6 when he does that attack, but
he does. But I think he was too close to the edge. That's why.
Yeah, that might have been it.
It's fine. We were more than we got more than enough time for this. It's not actually a problem.
Yeah, and Elfless here drops a lot of stars, so there's nothing
yeah, there's not
about.
really any danger. It's just more of it's slightly slower than I'd like. So we've still gotten to second base pretty quick. And this is the part where the battlefield gets weird, and he starts trying to drop parts of building on us.
Wait, yeah. He's actually just going for murder. That's...
Yeah, he just straight up like, no,
Wait,
I'm gonna end you. Actually,
that's a lot of building that just ended up in the arena. Wow.
Oh, there we go. We actually got the home in this time.
Nice. Sometimes the star builds could home into Elfless while he's doing that attack.
Yeah, unfortunately, we got all 6, which is less than ideal because we don't get more damage for having 6. But now he does his move where he tries to heal. We're not gonna let him. All right, good.
Nice.
And there's our friend. Now it's time to get him back, but he's not going to do it without a fight. You see that staff there? Yeah, he's going to try to stab us. We're not going to let him. In fact, we have a new solution. So we're not going to use like a giant sword or inhale a laser or do anything with like some special like artifact. We're just going to take this truck we found. We're just gonna drive the truck here.
It's very funny seeing the evolution of like the final parts of a Kirby game recently.
I know. It's the best part where it's like, no, sometimes you just need to hit evil very, very hard with a very, very big truck.
Yeah.
We went from like a giant sword to the sucking ability to robot armor to
like
the power
like
of friendship.
Yeah, to like the power of friendship and you're in
breaker.
space and you're...
To a truck.
Yeah, and then it's just a truck now. It seems too normal, honestly.
It's also probably one of my other favorite tracks in the game because they finally did a final segment and put in the invincibility music.
This just looks like reverse cluster truck to me. I don't know.
This pretty much is.
Reverse what?
Reverse cluster truck.
I mean, kind of. Yeah, I like whoever and how kind of came to the conclusion of you know what, the best installation for this is just an 18-wheeler. Honestly, I applaud you.
Are you going to yeet the truck?
Yes, we are.
Yes, time for the yeet.
Time for the best segment, but also the segment that makes you basically play a Mario Party mini game. He's not done. Neither are we.
Time will be coming up.
Yep, time will be coming once he explodes into stars. And time.
GG's.
And then we just automatically throw it out. We get spun back to Popstar. It's a very, very emotional scene, but also it's very quickly becomes very happy because you don't see Elfland go away and then come back almost instantly. So time flows very differently in the New World. So for example, the intro cutscene where everything happens, months have passed in that like minute cutscene.
It's also funny to think that everybody has been stranded there for months.
Yeah, so like on Popstar, it's probably been like for Popstar, it's probably been like a couple hours. But yeah, that is Forgotten Land. If you really want me to show the fishing thing, I can do that real quick. I'll just skip this. But otherwise,
I would love the fishing minigame.
All right, I'll do that. I'll do that real briefly while we do a few final shout-outs then, because obviously I do want to give shout. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna let one thing show off here.
Oh yes. Oh god.
You need to see the Dorimondo picture if you haven't. It's great. So I'll let that happen first. Yeah, here we go. Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah, he's fine. He's over there giving like the big thumbs up. It looks completely out of place. It's great.
The thumbs up is amazing.
The thumbs up is incredible.
Don't worry about that last bit. It's fine.
Now you have to play the game yourself to find out.
Yes. And in fact, I'm gonna use a different file for this, because if I do the normal file, it's gonna like have all this stuff come out. Where it's like, oh, the town's expanded again, and like other stuff has happened, and Cloverling's here, and she wants to talk to you. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of this while I do the final shoutouts. Then, obviously, some shoutouts to the community in general. Lots of great people. This is honestly a really fun run, even if it's on the Wander side. If you want to learn this one or other games, definitely join our Discord. You can find it at speedrun.com/Kirby, and pretty much any of the game will take you into it. If you really feel like doing long runs, consider 100%, where you actually have to do this with 2 players. But you actually have to alternate between the 2 controllers to actually do things. Ooh, Overdrive actually did it.
I think you might actually.
No!
Oh.
That was almost greatness.
That would have been amazing to end
That
on
would have been an amazing end.
That'd have been really funny.
Yeah, so if you're unfamiliar with this, like the big thing you did at the end is like a giant golden blipper called the Blink Blipper. And you get like 500 coins for it. It's actually worth doing. But it is very tricky to do, to actually time it.
But yeah, do you have any other shoutouts?
Honestly, let's see. Honestly, maybe one to Klaru, the current world record holder for this game. Very good runner. Like our Japanese community is great. And honestly, shout out to Shasta for that matter, because also really good Kirby runner, trying to go through every DS game. But his show is also really good. Definitely worth the watch when you can catch it. And much like the go for the Blink Blipper again. We'll see if this next one lets us do it. If not, we're good, I think.
Yeah, and where can everyone find you?
You can find me at twitch.tv/Dussel188. I tend to do a lot of Kirby stuff, but also I do dabble in other things. Some casual stuff, some Pokemon things here and there. And you can also find me on Twitter at Dussel88. That's may or may not be subject to change in the future. So I might try to update Brandon things, but otherwise, yeah, that's pretty much it. And also shout out to Aston, thank you for being here. Shout out to Bomb Happy. He would have also been here to commentate, but had to drop it last minute. Does blindfolded runs of this. Or has
that's
crazy.
That's crazy. I still can't believe blindfolded. That's crazy.
I think there's another thing he's trying to do blindfolded now. I don't remember though.
Magalore.
Oh, he is. Okay, he has the Magmore mode. I thought it was. I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. follow everyone. Follow Dark Soul. Follow her on Twitter. And with that, stick around for the next run. I said this before. It's gonna be Paper Mario 3D Land. It's a incredible fan game. Came out a while ago, but like if you haven't seen it, you're in for a treat. It's incredible. But yeah, we'll be back in a few minutes. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Parallel Universe. We have Conman here running a super cool fan game called Paper Mario 3D Land. But before we get started, just reminding everyone real quick in the chat that if you're missing out on any VODs, any games that you wanted to watch on GDQ Hotfix, or even the main lines, or other events like Fatales or UBAF, you can go to youtube.com/gamesdonequick and you can check out all the VODs. And if you're watching on YouTube, come by, hang out live, because everyone in the chat's super cool. We're live every day, like in the evenings. So if you're interested at all, come down to twitch.tv/gamesdonequick. But yeah, Conman, take it away.
Hello. Welcome to Paper Mario 3D Land. I'll start to explain some things as we go along. This is basically just Paper Mario in Mario 3D Land. I don't think it needs much more introduction. We can go and get started with the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
GL.
So this game has 16 levels total. We're gonna do 14 of them, and we have to get a certain amount of green stars in order to unlock the last level. But outside of that, it's going to be mainly just running to the end.
Maybe even jumping.
Maybe even jumping sometimes, yeah. Sometimes we'll do that too. That just happens sometimes. Sometimes you die.
I saw like the instinct of like pause down A.
Yeah.
I saw it. Don't worry. That's the most real speedrunning instinct of all time.
It really is. It really is. You're gonna notice I'm going to change my camera angle a lot. If you can't tell, the camera is very zoomed in, so it's a little difficult to see when you just have the regular camera angle. You can't really see what's ahead of you. I could see that. I just didn't register it, so you're allowed to make fun of me for that.
Don't worry. I won't make fun of you right now. Maybe if you do it maybe 3 times in a row, you will not hear the end of it.
Okay, got noted. What I did at the end of there, I skipped the level complete cutscene by exiting out to the world map and then leaving the menu, and exiting to the world map will override the cutscene, presuming you don't hit it too early.
Yeah, don't worry. It wasn't an accidental reset, like a reset for the soul or anything. No, it was tactical.
We're gamers. That's gonna be a problem. What do I do in this situation?
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm going for it. No, I didn't get it.
It didn't work. Ugh.
It didn't work. I have absolutely no idea how to get that without taking damage. I don't know if the person who made this game ever thought about that.
I would like to think they didn't, just because speedrunning is supposed to be for pain, not for pleasure.
That's a fair point.
Just
but it's fine.
punishing
We
the
get to do it again, and it's very fun. Now you get to see what it looks like when you don't take damage 5,000 times.
It's still so weird to me how long like the fade out takes.
Yeah, the fade out takes really. I like that the fade out takes really long because it allows me to. It means the skip isn't very strict, but yeah, it takes a while. So this power up right here basically turns your head into a little balloon that you can use to glide, and you can get really high bounces off an enemy. I tried it earlier, I missed. because everything's paper, depth perception is not the greatest.
I can imagine just like with like the tilted camera as well, like trying to perceive anything.
Yeah. You get used to it after a little bit, but like sometimes you just miss things, and that happens. But we're gonna be using this power up for most of the run, assuming I don't lose it over and over and over again, because that would suck.
Yeah, every time anyone messes up in like a speedrun, like in an event, I always want to say like speedrunning isn't perfect, like don't worry about it. But I don't think I legally can, because the one GDQ run I've ever done was a PB/record, so like maybe I'm not the best person to say that.
Yeah, maybe you should just not talk then.
Oof, my bad.
This boss is like the only easy boss in the entire run, because there's nothing you can really do to speed it up. Every other boss has like cycle skips and stuff, but we got about a minute to just relax.
Yeah, this boss takes so long. It's a little painful.
It's a little painful. It's also like pretty much the only moment where you can like calm down in the entire run.
It's the only moment where I can say your subs, prime subs, gift subs, and bits cheered on the GDQ Twitch channel help support Games on Quick Hotfix. Consider subbing or cheering if you enjoy the daily speedrunning content. The only chance I get to say that?
That's crazy. Yeah, because we did, the end level cutscene is like kind of long. It's a pretty big fanfare. Because we skipped that, it's really just non-stop. You just keep going. Except for now, this is snake block auto scroller, so we get another break pretty much. I kind of forgot about this, I'm not gonna lie.
Another break where I could say that Games on Quick is hiring? If you have experience like as a business developer or recruiting sponsorships, and you would like to work for GDQ, apply at gamesonquick.com/jobs. The only chance I get to say that?
I mean, unless I forgot about any other breaks, then yeah, that's probably your only chance to... I probably did forget something though, so don't worry about it.
It's my only chance until the next chance.
This is another snake block auto scroller, but we do get to skip 90% of it. I was scared I wasn't gonna make that jump for a second. This level's cool. It has the it has the platforms from Galaxy. What are they called? Is there a fancy name?
Flip switches? I don't know.
Oh yeah, they are flip switches.
I'm so smart. I played Galaxy a while ago. Actually, I probably know that from 3D World, actually. Never mind. Never mind.
Considering it's called Flip Switch Galaxy, I'd be very upset if they weren't called flip switches.
Is it called Flip Switch Galaxy?
I think so. I might just be making stuff up, but...
Listen, I don't play Mario. I play Super Monkey Ball.
Yeah, that's fair. So I did forget about the next break. We have another auto-scroller. I did completely forget. That's my bad.
We have another auto-scroller where I can say GDQ is going to be live from TwitchCon October 20th to 22nd. The event's going to take place on the GDQ stage as well as streamed live on twitch.tv/GamesOnQuick. Use !GDQX in the Twitch chat to find out more. You can also see the schedule. And also, GDQ 24 is going to be live, like a live in-person event. I can't do this. How many more auto-scrollers are there going to be?
This is the last one. The final phase of the final boss is kind of an auto-scroller, but like...
I don't know if I believe you.
I believe me. I have a firm recollection of every level that's left in this run.
Anyways, yeah, Twitch chat. Use exclamation HGDQ. You'll find out more information. If you want to be a remote volunteer, those applications are open from now until October 4th, so you can apply at gamesdonquick.com.
I love killing these pokies because you can just grind them down.
They XD, but like actually.
They do.
Any XDers in chat?
Anyways, we're gonna get a mole power up before going into this fight here.
Fursuit Mario.
Wowzers. And if I don't lose it, it's gonna be very helpful on killing this guy, hopefully in one cycle. Not losing it is a big ask though, so I didn't lose it. Let's go.
This game is hard.
Okay, that disappeared way too quickly. If you didn't notice, the ball went like 5,000 feet in the air and took forever to land on the ground. That's just unfortunate. I did get 2 cycle though, so we take those. You can do it in 1. The mole suit allows you to do more damage and hit more frequently by diving into it. And the main purpose of the mole suit is to like dive into the ground, but we don't ever do that because like
It's kind of slow.
we do in the final level. You get like 1 instance where you dive in the ground for like 2 seconds, but it is slow. It's very, we don't like it.
It's icky.
It is icky, honestly. This is another auto-scroller, but we do get to skip it, so I'm sorry that you don't get another plug.
I would have cried if you said, hold on, there's actually one more auto scroller. because I almost said as you entered the level, guys, okay, so I know Conman said there isn't going to be another auto scroller, but watch, there's going to be one right now. I hope everyone can forgive me. At least there was a skip.
Yeah. I need to like try to remember cycles so I don't lose my power up in this level. That would be nice. All cycles in this game start the same at the beginning of the level. So like as long as you know what you're doing, you're not gonna, there's not any randomness. That being said, sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. Like that. Why? That was unfortunate.
Yeah, but if you mess up, you can just say RNG, and it's going to be like one of those speedrun buzzwords.
That's true. I could have done that. I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, you're not content-filled like I am.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Yeah,
Okay, that wasn't that bad.
Next GDQ, you just have to make a submission with all the buzzwords, and that's it, then you're going to get in.
Yeah, gotcha. Noted.
Like frame perfect RNG, randomizer, random luck, generator.
That's one of the only levels where it's like fine to get hit in because there's another power up like right here.
Yeah, so cycles, huh?
Yeah. Another very cycle-based level. Cycles in this level generally work out pretty well if you're not slow. That being said, I might be slow. I'm not slow. I'm very fast. I am the fastest man to have ever lived. Never been slow in my life.
Every time you do like the cutscene skip, I always think it's not going to work. Like every single time I've thought it's not going to work, and then it works.
You have no faith in me. How could you?
It's not that I have no faith in you. It's that it just looks scary.
It does look scary. I don't think it's going to work either.
I'm like, oh no, ogre estimate.
Yeah.
It's like that one video from like way back in the day in speedrunning where it's like, it's ogre. No, reset kappa. That one. Please tell me you know what I'm talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I've linked you that video in the last year.
This boss has another cycle skip. Ideally, you get it in 2. It's like technically possible to get it in 1 cycle, but like that's not gonna happen. That kind of sucks that I lost that, but it's not the focus right now. It's also the one level that we can't do a cycle skip on, so you will see the fanfare at the end of this. I got like 6 or 7 left. That's not great.
I believe.
I'm not sure if I do. We'll see.
I want everyone to know I'm just like staring at chat right now, hoping anyone knows of the video that I'm talking about. Can you? It's a great question.
Yeah, it is a great question. I really want 2 cycles, so I don't have to worry about dying. Can you? Are you kidding me? No! Dude, if I die... Oh, no!
I believe.
Okay, I got it. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. You can't pause when you're on those discs for some reason, so that's why I can't skip the fanfare here. Anyways, I do need to go back to this level so I can get a power-up again. Depending on how well this Sword 4 goes, that might be a theme.
Oh, I like this level 3 world.
Yeah, it is very good.
The cycles, whenever you would have to do like count momentum, were like really tight, but it looked really impressive, even though it's kind of easy.
Mm-hmm. That cycle's really awkward and annoying. Everything else is cool though, because you get to skip the rest of the cycles.
I've played this level. I forgot that was that close.
Yeah.
I've beaten this game.
Okay, I'm glad I didn't die there. I would have felt very bad if I missed that.
Also,
okay,
for all the casual Parallel Universe fans in the chat, all I'm saying is I'm delivering you guys like the sleeper speedruns of all time. So definitely watch more Hotfix, but specifically watch more Parallel Universe because our runs are always crazy on here.
Low grav with this power up is kind of nutty because you do just float through the entire thing. I did just skip most of the level.
Yeah, the level it takes minutes.
Yeah.
That did not take minutes.
Yeah. This one also has a really cool skip with this power up. So hopefully I don't lose the power up because that would suck. Okay, there we go. We're gonna get this mole and we're gonna lure him into this corner and then just yoink.
I didn't even know that existed.
It does. It's very cool. I'm very glad that you don't have to worry about the moles falling down. So you can just like chill there. Anyways, on to the final level now.
Guys,
this level's hard.
Level. Guys, there's an auto-scroller in this level.
The auto-scroller's like... Okay, that's...
What a combo.
Yeah. I'm gonna just...
Guys, close your eyes for the next maybe 15 seconds.
Yeah, you're not seeing any of this.
Okay, so yeah, this is the last level.
Anyways,
I
yeah,
heard there's an auto-scroller here.
Like, auto-scrollers and I have to wait.
I heard there's waiting in this level.
Just waiting in the boss.
I get to do my silly little plugs.
You do get to do your silly little plugs.
My GDQ sanctioned plugs. Have you run 100% for this?
I have not. No one's done it, so I'd have to rat it out, and like
Oh,
I
never
could,
mind.
but like
I thought at least
I'm
like one
lazy.
person has done it.
No. Please go back down so I can make it. Thank you.
The cycle god of all time. That's all
Okay,
I'm saying.
there is a left path with the suit, but the mole path is faster. So there's your mole suit. That was a very fast early cycle. What? Why didn't he go in the ground? What was that?
I think you died.
So who wants to see the final level again? I'm very confused.
Guys, close your eyes again.
Yeah. That very much should have dug into the ground. I'm very confused as to why it didn't. I've seen it happen before, but usually it happens like while the platform is moving. So my theory was that it had to do with the platform moving. Apparently not. Apparently this game just doesn't like me. But now we get to do it again, and we get to have more fun, and I think that's really what matters here. Okay, that sucks.
Yeah? That's what matters?
I don't know the best. I haven't done this without the suit in so long. I'm at 1 health. This is. Please give me the checkpoint. What's in here? That's not what I wanted.
It's okay. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
Now I have to play the waiting game.
Watch this. Oh no.
Okay, I'm really glad I got the checkpoint. This is why you get checkpoints. Anyways, this game's cool sometimes.
Where can the wonderful people in Twitch chat find this game?
Mario Fan Game Galaxy.
Go to Mario Fan Game Galaxy to get this game.
Yeah, it's a site that hosts a bunch of fan games. Like this one.
I went to that site earlier to like, I had to find out when this like released so I could put it like on like the stream.
Yeah.
2014.
Don't do it again. Oh my god.
Oh,
What was that? Why?
I saw the run flash before my eyes.
Oh my god. What?
Oh.
Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're fine. Anyways. This game's fun. You should play it. As far as fan games go, it's very good.
This is a silly one.
It is a silly one. It's an interesting one.
You know when people take pictures, like, and someone's like taking their picture, and they're like, "Oh, time for a silly one." This is like one of those.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to get through this without losing my mole suit. There we go. Mainly because we have 3 more phases of this fight, and the mole suit is helpful for 2 of them. I will lose like a minute if I lose the mole suit, so I need to not do that. Ideally.
Time loss makes me sad face, honestly.
This whole run has been time loss. We're good. Yeah, so with the mole suit, you can just drive into him.
I guess this is whatever they consider the opposite to be like Cat Bowser.
Yeah, we can go with that. And then we're gonna do it again here. Never mind. Me win depth perception.
This guy keeps lying on the stream.
I do keep lying. It's kind of messed up.
Get this guy out of here. This guy can't be trusted.
That can't be. I really can't. I'm gonna keep telling lies. Me when I spread misinformation on the internet.
You tend to do that.
Yeah. Please? Are you kidding me?
What did you get hit from?
What? The lava was feeding in, but it still had its hitbox. That's so frustrating. Well, now you get to see what this fight looks like in its entirety when you don't have the mole suit. Wow. Oh, the soccer balls! Watch me miss. I almost did. I'm not gonna lie, I do miss probably 80% of the time, just because no matter how you approach the ball, it will almost always go in a cardinal direction. Which means most of the time it is just straight up impossible to hit Bowser, even though that's like the main goal of the fight there.
I still can't believe you died to invisible lava.
I did die to invisible lava. It's so messed up. This game is bullying me, and I am not a fan. But this should be fine, though. This should be enough.
We're so fine.
We're so fine. Why must I be destined to lie? Okay, this is concerning. Can I not do this again, please? One hit. Okay.
One hit. Okay.
This game's great.
Please tell me that was time.
It was not time. We still have
no.
this. I'm not gonna die to this section. This section's fine.
Okay. I like.
We do get one more new power of like a super mole suit with like a bandana.
Oh, that's like the Tanuki suit.
Yeah. The only difference is you don't lose it when you take damage. We have to get like thwomps that he throws at us, and then we just throw them back. They usually do 8 damage, but if you wait for him to blow fire onto the thwomp, then they do 9 damage. And if you do that to 2 of the thwomps, the third one will kill him, so you don't need 4 of them. Which is really weird, but sure. You know, it saves time. Anyways, this is your last chance to plug GDQ. Unless I die, but I'm not gonna die. Time's coming up very soon, by the way, so never mind.
Yeah, time's coming up, so...
A pipe's gonna show up after this third box, and when I enter it, that's time. Time.
GG's.
World record.
Yeah. If you don't count the mistakes, then that was world record.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. If you don't count, like give or take like 10 minutes, honestly.
Yeah. It's basically record.
Basically,
It's basically like estimate, which is like basically like if you like did a PB run with like some time loss, but like if like your PB is basically like record, like with time.
yeah.
So
yeah,
it's the same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, where can the incredible people, the great people in chat find you?
I stream probably once a year at Comment SR.
That's incredible.
That is incredible. That's
Your
kind of
internet
about
presence
it.
is crazy.
My internet presence is going wild right now.
You play Osu, I'm pretty sure, once a year also.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where people find you.
I don't stream it, but I do that. Yeah. When is the last time I streamed? It was like it's been over a year.
Yeah.
It's been a hot minute.
Yeah. It's just been a while, but still follow him. He's great. Try playing this. It will probably go a lot better because Conman is the unluckiest person alive.
Yeah, I'm very surprised with how this went. I'm like kind of not, but like interesting.
Kind of not, but also kind of, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely play it. Don't speedrun it, but do play it.
That's a great way to put it. This game's really fun. I've beaten it. It's really, really fun. Speedrunning
don't do what I do.
Yeah, I
will
learned
say,
it.
I will say load times do differ from computer to computer, and the longer you play, the more it lags. So,
yeah.
Shoutouts to fangames.
But yeah, with that, that was our runtime today for Parallel Universe. If we don't have anyone else, definitely still, if you guys remember from maybe half an hour ago, Dark Soul, follow her. She's awesome. She's super cool. Follow Conman. He's awesome. He's super cool. Follow twitch.tv/GDQ. Hotfix is awesome. We're pretty cool. But yeah, that's all we have for today. So yeah. Goodbye, everybody.